Hello, this is a wonderful angle. I didn't go to the car boot sale last weekend, and I thought I'd make a quick video and show you why. Are you ready? This is my bed. But this is not my usual bedroom background, is it? Last weekend, Natalie and I swapped bedrooms. So this is Natalie's old bedroom wallpaper. I'm sitting on what is now my bed in Natalie's old bedroom. So let me put you on the tripod and we'll talk some more. So you may know, if you are anything approaching a regular viewer, you may know that about 7 or 8 months ago now, how long ago did you move in, Tam? February. It's now September, so March, April, May, June, July, August, about 8 months ago, Tammy moved in. And I made what turned out to be a foolish decision at that time, that rather than move my bedroom into my office, which was the larger space, I would move my office into my bedroom. The reason I made this decision was because I have a side lift ottoman bed, and that was the single main reason why I made that decision. Pure laziness and avoidance of stress and taking the easy way out. I thought I'll just move my office stuff into my bedroom. So Tammy and I hired a storage unit for half of her stuff and half of my eBay stuff, and I moved my office into the corner of what was already the smallest bedroom in the house. Can you see where the problem began? Starts with me being an idiot and it ends with me being an idiot. I honestly believed that I would... You're not straight. I mean, I'm not attacking your sexual preferences. I mean, the camera wasn't straight. I honestly believed that I would be able to operate my eBay business and my YouTube and everything from a corner desk in the corner of what was already the smallest bedroom in the house. I am literally an idiot. Literally an idiot. She did tell me it was a really bad idea at the time. No hate to Tammy because she ended up with the bigger room. She told me at the time this is a bad plan, but we were all somewhat stressed at the time, I think. And I literally went, this is the easiest way out of not having any more stress. I think that's what I did. And it was silly. It was silly. And it has become apparent over the last 8 months that I cannot operate an eBay business and a YouTube business successfully from the corner of that bedroom without getting very, very stressed. And my way of dealing with the stress is to do exactly that again, to run away from it and just not deal with it at all. So I just didn't do any work. I have spent the last 6 to 8 months not doing anywhere near enough work. I've managed to keep up with my YouTube posting schedule, but eBay-wise, I have really, really let things slide. And of course, the knock-on effect of that is that my income has plummeted. We'll talk maybe more about that in another video, maybe. And it was getting more and more difficult, and I was getting more and more worried and more depressed and more stressed and whatever. And Natalie started saying, about 3 months in, Natalie started saying, we'll swap rooms, Mum. You can have the big room at the front. I'll go into the small room. And I didn't really want to do it. I didn't want to take her big room off of her. However, Natalie is chronically untidy. Really, she is chronic. It's not hoarding because she doesn't want the stuff. Hoarding, you see these hoarder programs, and if you try and take their stuff off them, they're devastated. Natalie, you could walk in here and fill a carrier bag with her stuff and take it away. She wouldn't care. She would not care. But she's chronically untidy and messy and terrible at keeping her space under control. Every available space just gets filled with a... I'm going to use the word detritus again. Somebody mentioned in the comments that I use that word all the time. It's a fantastic word. With the detritus of her life. Not necessarily actual rubbish, but just stuff. Piles of laundry, old socks, packaging from things, which I suppose is rubbish, not food packaging, but you know what I mean? Opening an Amazon parcel and all that stuff. And it just... She had reached the point where she was actually using 1/10 of the space available in this room. And the rest of it was just full of her stuff, and she was overwhelmed with it. She didn't want this stuff, but she didn't know where to begin to unpick the problem. And she said to me, well, you know, it will help me because I will be able to get rid of a lot of my stuff. We'll drill through it, and I'll go into the smaller room, and perhaps that will help me to cure myself of this thing. I don't know whether it will with that, but it certainly had helped me. Because she said, you'll have the bigger room, you'll be able to have, there's a little bobbly corner in this room for the office. If you are really OG, if you're old school subscriber, you'll remember that this is the room I started off in. When I started doing YouTube back in 2016? I'm not sure. I think my channel's 10 years old. Maybe it was 2014. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is the room I started in. This is the room I was running my eBay business out of, the officey bit in the corner. And this is the room I started in. So if you've been here since the beginning, it's full circle for you guys. We're back where we started. We are back in the big front room. Natalie's in the small back bedroom. Tammy's in her room. She's fine in there. And I have new furniture and new storage solutions, and it's going to be so much easier, and I'm going to have absolutely no excuse not to do any bloody work. No excuse whatsoever. Would you like to see the new eBay come YouTube come Carla's bedroom room? Okay, let me show you. So obviously it's not entirely and completely finished yet. I had planned that I would get this completely finished before I did this video, and it hasn't quite worked that way. The carpet, by the way, is an absolute horror, and it has to go, but I do not at current time have the money or the resources to replace the carpet, so we're just living with it for now. The carpet is awful. It is, yeah, maybe I'll have it cleaned. We've got a carpet cleaner, maybe I'll have a go with the carpet cleaner, but really it needs to come up. So you come in the door and you ignore these bits because this is a charity box that's going to go. These are going to the unit, this is going to the unit, and this is going in the loft. So I have two new Billy bookcases there. They are IKEA Billy bookcases with Oxburg doors. So that's my personal stuff mostly on there. Yeah, it's all my personal stuff, I think. My personal belongings are on there. Over here, we're back in the office corner. This is where I started YouTube, sitting at that chair. So this is the bit that's familiar. There's the cupboard door that you might remember. But I have improved this situation. This is still a work in progress, by the way. This is not how this will be. As you can see, I am still moving the eBay stuff back into the corner, but the computer's up and running and everything. I have improved this situation by creating a curtained area. Hang on. I'm actually waiting for one more curtain to arrive, so it'll be a little bit more opaque. But that is where I'll be able to stand if I want to do trial videos. In fact, I'm going to record one in a minute with this parcel here. You may or may not see that before you see this video, I'm not sure. So yeah, I've created a curtained area, which means I can screen off the office from the rest of the bedroom. The big cupboard still has some of that stuff in it at the moment. We're dealing with that. And I don't know whether I'm keeping this big Kallax here or not. As you can see, it's large. It's taken up quite a lot of desk space. That might not be staying, or I might turn it on its end in the corner and then I'll get some desk space back. I'm still in two minds what to do for the best about that. If I turn it on its end, I lose some of the surface on the top, which I'm using. So we will see. And that chest of drawers there will go in the cupboard when the cupboard is clear. Down here, I've got my Alex chest of drawers there next to the desk. My little fridge is under the desk and a box of unlisted stock under there still. That's coming from the other room. And then when I pan round, there's me. I've got IKEA chest of drawers here. This is the Malm range. I already had this one. We bought this new one, and annoyingly, they've changed the base. So the front now sits flush with the floor on the new ones, and it doesn't with the old one. Still, we'll just live with it. The windows need cleaning. And then this is a pile of stuff that's on its way out. So my pictures are going on the wall, but I haven't done that yet. The rug is going to Tina because it's too big for this space. That's just a bag of bags. And then I've got my bed, currently in possession of Molly and Darce. Yep, you guys, yep. My telly on the wall there. My ducks have started to come in, but some of them are still in the other room. And then we're back round again. It's just going to be so much better. It's just going to be so much more of a workable space. My mind already feels lighter. Natalie has been an absolute diamond given over her room for me, and I cannot express how grateful I am. I cannot begin to say. Oh, people going past, sorry. Cannot begin to say how grateful I am for Nat for giving up her room. People going past with enormous dogs, huge dogs, like St Bernards or something. So yeah, that's why I didn't go to the car boot last weekend, because we were changing the rooms, we were moving the furniture, we were swapping things around. It was all a bit crazy. It was crazy here for several days. We occupied Tammy's room with a lot of stuff, bless her. I rang her on the Friday and I said, when you come home from work tonight, you will have a bed to sleep in. She was like, yes. I was like, that's all you'll have. There's nothing else. Just your bed. You can't get anywhere. You can't get to your clothes. She said, can I get to my underwear? I was like, not currently, but I will work on that. So yeah, everybody's been amazing. Everybody's pitched in and helped. Tamsin's been an absolute gem. Tamsin worked like a Trojan helping us. And that's where we are. This is why I didn't go to the car boot sale last weekend. However, I am going tomorrow. This is just a short video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're as relieved for me as I am. And I'll see you for the next one back in this room.